Most homes with a unit in the attic are going to have a drain line for the secondary pan that comes out of the attic in front of a window, so you can see when it's got the primary blocked up and you need to do something about it. So if your primary drain, which is typically the insulated one that you can see here that goes down to a drain near a sink or something, is clogged, think of it getting little drips off of this secondary drain line into this pan, and then the PVC will lead out of your roof line somewhere in front of a window typically. So the first thing you're going to want to do in order to unclog this drain line yourself is figure out where it drains to. The simplest thing to do would be just follow the pipe, and it's going to go to a restroom somewhere. Typically underneath the sink, it'll come out and go into the drain line there. From my house, I have 2 restrooms, and it goes into the master bath. So right here is actually where mine comes out of the wall, and then it connects to the P-trap underneath my sink right here. So clear yourself out a little bit of space to work, grab a bucket, because depending upon where the clog is, there's a good chance it's in this line here, there's a good chance it's possibly at one of the connecting points to this, or it could be further up in the P-trap in the attic. But if it's right here at this pipe, strong possibility that as soon as you pull this off, water's going to start gushing out. So you want at least a gallon bucket, if not more, to collect all that water. So now what you got to do, take this little clamp off, use a screwdriver or a socket or whatever you want to do, and then normally these PVC parts are barbed, so it's going to take both hands to get them off of there, and a little bit of twisting back and forth. You want to rock your P-trap and plumbing parts from the sink as little as possible so you don't have to worry about leaks from that. And there is a little bit dripping there, so not much water coming out. So I'm thinking the clog is probably up here. So what I'm going to do is hook the vacuum up to this, turn it on, and see if I can get this cleared without needing to block off the vent at the top. So if you're curious about what was in there, that's pretty much it. Doesn't seem like a lot, but there's little pieces of slime that block up the connections right there at the joints, and there you have it. It looks like it's draining pretty good now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together. Now I'm gonna run some water through the sink. Do a quick leak check, make sure nothing has got any leaks from me moving stuff around. Kind of feel if we've got any water coming through. Mainly looking at the seams where these points connect, right here on the bottom, and then here on the bottom, and then up here. So yes, you might have some backing out of this way, but if you get that clamp pretty tight, you shouldn't run into that. And I don't see anything that's a cause of concern, so we're good on that. Now, sometimes, depending upon how stubborn the clog is, or blockage, you might have to get a towel or something and cover this up to create a better vacuum. It'll suck the water from right through there. Otherwise, you're just pulling it down here and through the P-trap. So it'll take a few hours for that to completely dry out and stop dripping. But as you can see, the dripping has slowed significantly. So check back in a few hours, but that should pretty much take care of it. And thank you for joining me. If you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and that is how it's done.